Oh, right. I'm already on stream. I can just say it. Don't worry, Arma. We already had our little party. So don't worry, I'm not missing out on any like family fun because of this. I'm not Rudy as yet, you know. Okay, if I remember correctly, we were... Yeah, perfect. I don't have any more seeds, so I should probably proceed to get the nitromite from the doors already. But yeah, Merry Christmas everyone. Well, Christmas Eve, but you get the point. So, how have your days been? Today's been mostly a normal holiday for me, just with the exception that I've been a bit tired today. Oh, hello, genérico Jerônimo.
道具屋のワッツなら出かけちまっただよ。なんかトンネルの奥の方でどえれえことになっとるちゅうて。だけんどモンスターがうようよしとるけ、アイテムでも買うてけ。そういやほら、ワッツに店番頼まれてただ。
And how about you take your own advice, Arma? Like, seriously. Though, you got me curious. Which Pokemon game?
ワッツを探してるだか。やつならこの奥の方にいると思うで。俺、今ここさあげてやから。奴らだな。だば、オラはこの辺で。
Fucking dwarf show off. Well, I hope you're having fun with it. Like, are you trying to do something special, like grinding for those hidden stats? I don't remember their name anymore. Like, are you doing that, or are you trying to get your Pokemons ready for PvP, or like post game, or are you just have fun grinding? Oh, I have been helping my family clean the house, and that's it until everybody starts showing and it becomes a circus. Oh, so your family gathering will be in your house. Huh. That used to be the case for me too, but ever since we what's the word? Ever since we moved, like ever since we changed which house we live in, I'm having trouble describing it for some reason. But yeah, ever since we did that, our house has been like, it became too small to hold a family gathering, so Now they occur at my uncle's house instead. Also, have you thought of a New Year's resolution? I think not self-deleting from the game, let's put it that way, is enough of a resolution for now. I can avoid doing that this year. That's good enough for me. Oh, okay. You hope the gathering won't be in your house, but you're prepared for if that's the case. Okay. What was it again? Fair. Stay safe, man. Thank you. Oh, right. That's what I wanted to talk about. Sorry, I forgot. You said that you have fun grinding, right? Like in games. No, sorry. Forget like the question. I was about to like say something really stupid. It's whatever. Thanks everybody. Lol.
それならほれここにあるだよもちろんただでとは言わねえで5000ルクでどうだ
Greedy bastard.
おめえ商売上手だなしょうがねえ3000ルクに負けといてやるだどうだお買い得だべそうけなら
いや
おおこんなことしてる場合じゃねえだこの場所はオラたちの守り神ノーム様の神聖な場所だったのにノーム様がいらっしゃらない最近どうも地震やら地鳴りやらが多いので心配して来てみたらノーム様が行方不明あえれこっちゃこうしちゃいられねえだほらノーム様を探しに洞窟をさらに奥に進むだ
あっちゃー行っちゃった
Let's follow after him.
なんで話の途中で行っちゃうのよワッツさんを追いかけてもう一度交渉しましょうそれにノームさんが行方不明っていうのも気になるわもしかしたら大変なことが起きているのかも早く私を回復しなさいよ
Arma, if all women in Japanese media sound like they're about to moan to you, I have like bad news to give. The problem is probably with you, not with the dub. Because I'm not hearing anything even close to what you're describing. Like, what? But anyway. What did I want to discuss? I actually wanted to save this for the podcast, so I won't discuss it right now. Oh, actually, this is a good segue. Like, when you were watching anime, do you generally watch sub or dub? And, like, what's your opinion on dubbed anime? They really nerfed those slimes. In the Super Nintendo version, they could clone them. Thank God they can't do that now. This is annoying enough already. So that post was literally just calling the pot, calling the kettle black. Is that it? Like you were calling me a schizo even though you're a schizo too. Is that what you're saying, Arma? But anyway, about like the whole dubbed anime thing. If they have a dub, I watch it. Well, sometimes it sounds corny. That's probably how it sounds to people who speak Japanese. Yeah, I actually heard an interesting interview about that, and they said exactly that. That's how anime dubs sound to us is pretty much how it sounds to Japanese people. Obviously, their voice actors are like the quality of their voice actors is generally higher. But they think that anime dialogue is just as cringy as we do, you know? You watch both sub and dub? Yes, we are both mentally ill, but I enjoy my title. Makes life more fun. But I prefer sub. I feel like they change way too much on certain things. Yeah, unfortunately. Like if they didn't change too much on certain things, I'd actually prefer the dub, especially in like my mother tongue Portuguese, because I feel like Portuguese dubs are like pretty good nowadays. Heck, even English dubs, for their infamy, I think are pretty good nowadays. So if they didn't like change certain things so much, like I'd actually prefer the dubs, honestly. But like me, whether I like it or not, I've seen myself kind of forced to go with the dub, because I don't have a lot of time to watch stuff nowadays. So most of the anime I watch is while I'm doing other things like cooking or cleaning or like studying or editing a video, etc. So I kinda have to watch it dubbed, even if I don't want to, because it's just easier to follow, you know? I only watch sub if the dub makes me cringe too hard. That's fair. I'll be honest. How do I say this? I know this is going to be a hot take to a lot of people, but while not the case most of the time, I feel like dubs have evolved enough nowadays that, like, especially in Portuguese, I feel like there are some dubs that are even better than the sub. Obviously, the Japanese dub is always great, but I feel like some dubs can go the extra mile and be even better than the already amazing sub, you know? Again, I know this is probably going to be controversial, but that's my take on things. Like, if you understand Portuguese, if you're here and you understand Portuguese, do yourself a favor and watch the Saga of Tanya the Evil Portuguese dub. I genuinely believe that it's like the sub, like I said, isn't bad, but I genuinely believe that the Portuguese dub is just as good, if not better, than the sub, like the Japanese original, you know? Now, how do I get through this? Probably need to break down some wall or something like that. Yeah, probably here. Real man can watch it in sub while playing a game. Look, you know what? Whatever. Think whatever you want about me. I don't care. Like, I can't do that, and I'm not going to like pretend like I can just to like sound cooler to you guys. I'm gonna keep doing what's more comfortable to me. Oh, I have heard this comment, but I don't think they really mean literally cringe. Using an example, the telenovelas, since we're Brazilians, they talk differently to how a normal person talks. Oh, okay. No, but it's not that the entire dialogue is cringe. Like, that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about certain moments that aren't as bad or elicit as much of a reaction when we're watching in Japanese because we don't understand, but they are a lot stronger when it's in our own language. That's more what I'm talking about, you know? But I totally understand what you mean. That's a very fair take. I've seen the shows with a dub so good I wait for it instead. I don't have that same experience, but that's just because I don't wait for shows. I generally just watch completed shows. Like, I don't watch seasonal stuff. I do, but I only watch seasonal stuff when it's not seasonal anymore, since I like to binge, you know? So I don't have that experience of having to wait for anything. But yeah, I genuinely do find some dubs very rarely better than the sub, and most commonly like only a little worse, you know? And since they're more convenient, well, you know what I'm choosing. What else? Oh yeah, but to address something, I think a lot of people dislike dubs because they sound weird. Like, the logic that I see a lot of people use is that, like, whenever you see a character, like a Japanese character, a character you associate mainly with them being Japanese, right? And you see them talking in English, there's kind of a disconnect there. It's the best way I can describe it. Like, it doesn't sound right to hear a character so kind of stereotypically Japanese talking in English. Like, to a lot of people, simply hearing an anime girl of any kind talking in English, even if the dub is good, it sounds very weird to them. That's why, for example, even in like mostly English productions with an anime style, sometimes they purposefully get Japanese voice actors instead of in their own language. For example, you might have seen Merryweather Comics does this, and Blue Archive, for a very long time, despite being a Korean game, it only had a Japanese dub. So yeah, that's more or less the logic behind like that, you know? I read a pretty interesting comment, but okay, combat is done. So, okay, If OA gets popular, will he still be called that since he isn't obscure? Hey, this is supposed to be a channel about obscure anime. I myself don't need to be obscure. As long as I'm talking about shit that no one else is talking about, then I'd say the name is valid. People think that English dubs love being weirdly... think that because English dubs love being weird for the heck of it. For example, Inazuma 11 Rapid Fire. Yeah, there are some... in Portuguese they do it too, but it's generally, at least to me, a lot funnier when we do it, you know? Because I don't know why, but they will always in English dubs reserve the Valley Girl voice. Like, whenever you have an English dub of an anime, for whatever reason, it always has to have, like, girl doing a Valley Girl accent. It's like a requirement, so sometimes they don't know where to stick that and just put it on, like, the most random of characters. I heard a dub where, like, they made every single other character sound like you would expect them to, and then the little sister character, the cutesy little sister character out of all characters, like, they made her sound like a Valley Girl for no particular reason. So yeah, I definitely understand what you're talking about. God damn it. Speaking of which, like, what's you guys' like favorite anime archetype? Like, it doesn't even need to be like for female characters like tsundere or yandere or anything like that. Can just be like an actual archetype, like the fighter dude, right? The dude that loves to fight and like pretty much lives for it, right? Can be that, or it can be like the Ojo-sama. Can, like, what's in general anime character archetype do you guys like the most? Beyblade Burst dub works so well because they're cringy kids, so I enjoy then embracing it. Fair. I don't know what the name is, but Failed Edgelord is so fun to... Oh, you're probably referring to like Chuny characters. Like the Evil Eye kind of characters, you know? It's probably what you mean. At least I think so, right? That's the closest thing in terms of anime characters to a failed edgelord that I can think of, at least. The Goku Old Shonen MC is my favorite archetype. He's into the classics, I see. I don't know why, but it's not my favorite. But what first comes to mind when I think of like anime archetypes that I like is, for some reason, like that trope of like the one sec of the guy that has the powers of certain particular monsters needing to fight said monsters, you know? Like Aaron having the power to turn into a titan and his missions to kill all titans, or to a more anime adjacent example like Dante from Devil May Cry. I really like that cliche for some reason. Yeah, failed edgelords are the coolest. Makes them even cooler. Okay. Bit of an unexpected take, but pretty interesting in its own way. If not, then older brother-like characters. Ichigo, Shu, Kamo. Yeah, I can definitely see the appeal, actually. It's just that I was thinking, like, why would you like an older brother character instead of an older sister? But then I really thought about it, especially with characters like Ichigo, and yeah, you're right. It's just that I'm an older brother, like, in real life, so I was wondering, wait, why would anyone like to have like essentially me as their favorite character? Why would anybody do that? But then I remembered, no, it's anime, so it's not me. It's actually cool and like nice older brother, you know. So yeah, that makes a lot more sense. That's actually a fun one I didn't think about, but it's because a lot of the time they just make them go berserk instead of anything original. My favorite part, honestly, is when they actually learn to control their powers and find out that not being angry actually makes them stronger, you know? For example, like when Ryu masters the Satsuki no Hado, and instead of using the whole power of anger thing, he actually uses the components that is like only like active when he's perfectly calm, and he learns that being more serene and being more calm actually gives him even more power, makes him even stronger than going berserk. Same with Eren, like that aspect of Eren is pretty good. Because the author actually punishes Eren, who is generally a very rage mode character, for being angry, and forces him to actually think about things and use strategy to win. That's a really cool aspect of Attack on Titan. So yeah, when these characters don't go berserk, I think it's better as well. That's actually a fun... oh, okay. I'm also an older brother. The oldest brother, actually. Also, if you were a character, you would be a cool twin. Thank you. Wait, we're all older brothers, lol. Yeah. Older brothers assemble, or some cringy shit like that. Let me just see something. Huh. That's interesting. If you couldn't tell, we're going to boss fight right now, so yeah, I should probably use these level ups. Yeah, I've been investing in stamina, so why not? What else do I need? Nah, this is bad. Yep, real men don't prepare for a boss fight. We just do it. Wait, is your logic that being a real man is just being stupid? Is that it? Like, what the fuck?
ここはこんな穴今までなかった。ほら何か嫌な予感がするんだ。いや聞いた今の。こんなところを長いは無用。お先に。
ちょっと何なのよこのモグラ。言ったじゃない。私たちを食べようって言うならただじゃおかないわよ。
I never... Well, I did because I already played this game before, but it's very funny, like when you think about the fact that we're essentially fighting an anteater.
嫌な予感がします。皆さん、次の攻撃に気をつけて。
Like, I know that it's supposed to be intimidating, but it just looks so goofy, you know? But speaking of seasonal anime, actually, what have you guys been watching recently? Like, I mostly have just been watching stuff for the channel, so like the anime you generally see me talk about are the only ones I've been watching, really. To give a bit of a spoiler, actually, I think the anime I'll be talking about in the next like anime discussion like kind of thing will either be like Guilty Crown or like what's the name? It will either be Guilty Crown or oh yeah, it will either be Guilty Crown or God damn it, what's the name of that anime? I need to remember that. Yeah, okay. It will be either Guilty Crown or Redo of Healer. Those are the anime I'm going to be talking about next. So yeah, look forward to that. Guilty Crown is just because a member of mine has been asking for it for quite a long time. Well, no, actually, Redo of Healer, no. Guilty Crown was because someone asked for it in a poll. Redo of Healer is the one that like someone specifically asked for. Yeah, I remember. Oh, hello, Evil Bookman. Welcome to the stream. I'm trying to remember the name of the archetype, but I have seen them being called as Curse of the Hypocrite, when they turn into what they hunt, and when they turn into evil, like being its curse bearer. That's why women live longer than men, buddy. You know, I believe that people can improve, that we can move past such things and become better people for it. You know, men don't need to abide by such standards. What could this game possibly be about? Higurashi and My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia? Really? Like, I'm not going to be an asshole and say that, oh, you have bad taste if you like that anime, but I don't know. Like, I liked it for a very long time, but when they got into that whole, like, dark Deku arc or whatever it was, like, that shit was so dumb that it made me drop the anime completely, you know? Like, I legit don't understand, like, what they were going for with that. It was supposed to be, like, dark and, like, to show that Deku, like, was having to go through these lengths in order to actually keep up with the villain, but all that felt like to me was just Deku being an edgelord. Like, it didn't feel dark, it just felt like Deku, like, was being a spoiled teenager, you know? Especially because, like, he doesn't really do anything particularly bad, you know? Like, even one of the villains that he should genuinely want to kill due to what they did, which is like that guy that lost both his arms and that like harmed the little girl character, right? He even tried to save Den, you know? So that whole dark arc felt a lot more forced and cringe than anything else, which is why I dropped it. The Mana series is full of that fights against a giant normal animal. Redo of Healer. I saw the name Jewel and had war flashbacks for a game I only read about instead of playing. Hello. Hello. What game are you talking about? I read a manga in 2023, but the upload schedule was horrid and I stopped. Okay. I was thinking of romancing sagas, GOBs. Okay. I'm very likely not going to recognize that, because I'll be honest, I have no idea what romancing saga is. In this season, Digimon beat Break and older anime like Big O, Bomberman Bakugaiden, and Kinnikuman. Oh, I heard good things about Kinnikuman and Big O. Actually, I watched the Big O. Not Kinnikuman, I just heard good things about it, but like Big O, I have watched and I can attest. It's definitely a pretty good anime, like to say the least. So yeah, very good taste there, buddy. Those who fight monsters. I don't know what you mean by that. I'll get through the cutscene and then I'll read some more comments.
しかし驚いた。ありゃ伝説の地底獣ジュエルイーターだがや。このトンネルの入り口大地の裂け目は別名宝石の谷って言われてるだ。その宝石の谷で1000年に一度 世界に異変が起こるとき、ジュエルイーターは生まれるっていうぞ。ジュエルイーターは出るし、ノーム様は行方不明だし、一体どうなっちまうんだろう。
ひきえん、誰だ、わしの噂話をしとるのは。
ノーム様、ご無事ですか。
当たり前じゃ。見ての通りピンピンしておるわい。
Oh, the game is about collecting these elemental spirits who are being held captive by these very dangerous bosses, you know? So it may feel like a fever dream, but it makes sense, I promise.
そんな笑い事じゃないですよ。
ノームさん、私たちに力を貸して。
Did I finish Big O? Yes. And like, so if you're still watching, I'll stop talking about it to avoid giving you spoilers.
お願い、聖域への扉を開くため、ノームさんたちの力が必要なの。
わし、可愛い子ちゃんの頼み事は断れないたちでの。よかろう、どうと任せなされ。
Yay, now we have the powers of the earth that we'll use to like repair the mana stones and like save the world or whatever we're trying to do. I just finished and hated the plot twist. Yeah, like, I didn't mind it too much, but speaking vaguely, since I don't know if other people in the stream saw it and want to see it, but yeah, I can definitely see, like, I don't blame you. I didn't mind it, I thought it was an okay plot twist, but yeah, it can definitely feel a bit too out there or out of nowhere. I agree. Whatever we're trying to do, bro, you bought the game. I'm just joking. Like, we are actually, like, for real here. We are trying to restore magic to the world, mana to the world, by repairing the mana stones. So that we can both prevent it from losing its magic and, well, prevent the giant monster sealed within from destroying the world. So don't worry, I'm just kidding with that. But aside from that, I'm pretty happy to hear that apparently My Hero Academia gets better like afterward. So yeah, maybe I'll give it another chance. I'll be honest, my favorite arc, and not for weird reasons. Well, for them too, but not just for weird reasons, is actually the one of Gentle and like, what was her name? Like the one with the criminal couple, right? Like, I actually cried at that one. I really like those two stories. But yeah, I'll probably give it a shot later, since apparently it gets better after that arc. Anyway, Romancing Saga, okay, I already read that. By event 12, the Dual Beast has completely deleted a few towns from the game before settling down. Oh, so it's like, it works like Mad Bird, like Juju, like in Black Souls 2, right? Yeah, I can understand. That sounds pretty frustrating. If you watch my video on like ranking the Black Souls 2 waifus, you know that I really dislike that mechanic. But anyway, average fantasy game plot, least crazy event. Oh, and also My Hero Academia, does he get the girl in the anime, or it ends like the manga? I'm pretty sure it ends like the manga. Oh, I heard about... Yeah, Gentle Criminal and La Brava, exactly. Oh, I heard of them, though I don't watch My Hero Academia. You played Black Soul... what the hell do you mean? I beat both Black Souls to completion. I played Red Hood's Woods. I even played some Black Souls fan games for the channel. I have completed this whole series already. I'm the specialist, you know. Not familiar with Black Souls 2, but I guess we understand anyway. Yeah, that is very frustrating. But yeah, I really like the arc with Gentle Criminal and La Brava in My Hero Academia.
そんなすげえお方とはつゆ知らず、先ほどは失礼したな。
Yay, free
ニ
shit.
トロの火薬差し上げますだ。さあさあ、ドワーフのトンネルの出口までオラの魔法のロープで送って差し上げましょう。
Oh, how nice of you. I heard there was a Black Souls X sequel fan DLC. I heard about a couple of like Black Souls fan content. I'm pretty sure there is a mod, right, for Black Souls that allows you to play as other characters and to go up against Grin instead. I seen some mods that add like more story, like an Act 4 instead of it ending on Act 3. Oh no, a DLC 4 instead of it ending in DLC 3. That's the fan content, right? But I never heard about this like Black Souls X sequel fan DLC. I'm gonna have to research about that later. Why am I not surprised that OA liked the Gentle Criminal arc? Hey, look, there were both weird and entirely valid reasons for me liking that, okay? I swear it wasn't just because of my romance preferences. Mostly. But yeah. Oh, right. No, fucking hell. I need to assign the training points. So I can get another spell. Can I get other spell? Oh god, I'm going to have to level this up. Oh god, why? I'll see. But yeah, I'll definitely need to start evolving intellect as well, just so we deal a bit more damage. But I'm going to need to put points into luck so we get more magic. God damn it. What else? Let's just maximize stamina for now, since we don't get much else from like the other ones besides a bunch of stuff I don't care about. I guess we should start spirit or nah. Critical hit. Nah, no. Yeah, I think I'll start evolving intelligence on this one. As for you though, look at this bullshit. Yeah, no. Oh right, I have to invest in intelligence. Fucking idiot. Yeah, and then I'll just use recovery in general. There are some other ones that I could like put here. Let's see. No. Okay. It's good enough as it is now. Though I should probably... Yeah, okay. We know what kind of man you are. I mean, I don't exactly make it a secret or anything. Heck, it's in the fucking channel banner, so... Okay, glass ring. Perfect. Now, where am I supposed to go? Yeah, okay, in this direction. What else did I want to talk about, man? Then that was a good utilization of an ability. God, I had something that I wanted to talk about as well. What was it? Oh yeah. I remember now.
無事に火薬が手に入りましたね。よかったです。火薬を爆発させないように注意してマイヤに戻りましょう。
No, I lost the train of thought again. God damn it. Oh, right. Like, because I remember that Arma said that he likes grinding in RPGs, specifically in Pokemon. Oh, hello, Metal Wolf. Why? Like, maybe you just find it fun, maybe you just think it's interesting for some other reason. It's just that I never really saw someone who liked grinding. I saw some people who kind of do it because they have to, but I never saw someone who had fun with it. So I was just curious if there was any special reason or if you just find it fun when most other people don't. I wonder if there is a female opposite of you that has a channel dedicated to shotas. I'd have to search, but from what I've seen, like, it's pretty rare for a girl to actually like shotas, because it's the cliche, like, woman like tall men, you know? So for a girl to like a shota is pretty rare. But I've saw some VTubers especially that do, so I wouldn't be surprised at all if that's the case, you know? I find it peaceful. Oh, okay, so it's the reason why I play like gacha games as well, because I just find it a better way to have fun, a more productive way to have fun. It's a way to turn off your brain, but in a way that you're still doing something productive instead of doom scrolling. Is that more or less the logic? Because if so, I can totally understand. Well, there's something to it as well. It's mostly seeing how optimal I am. Do you play Fate Grand Order? It seems like it'd be the perfect game for you in that sense. All that game is just optimizing 3-turn farming. Maternal wires crossed. Baby the big man and pursue the shot. That idea is both cursed and very strangely appealing at the same time. But anyway, yep. I actually have been grinding FGO. How did he know? Because I've played FGO before, dude. Like, I don't play it at this point, but I've been an FGO player at some point, so I know exactly what FGO is. It literally is just a game where the whole point is for you to optimize your grinding. If you like to do that, then you naturally gravitate towards that game. It's just easy to predict. No, I'm going to have to do that. Stupid as it is, but anyway. No needs. I think it's best to... Yeah, no, it's best to do stamina. It's because I love waifu. You know what? That's a fair reason. That's fair. If you play it because you love her, valid. It's a great waifu. Is FGO just a gacha form of Factorial? Conceptually, yes. Obviously, both games are very different, but in concept, the whole point of FGO and Factorial is just for you to optimize repetitive activity. So I'd say that you're quite accurate at that assessment. Oh, oh god. Let me just go to... How far are you in FGO actually? I stopped playing. Like, I don't play it anymore. I played it for 5 years and then I dropped the game. That's why I know so much, but... And I've been keeping up with some channels about it. That's how I know waifugame. But I dropped the game. I don't play it anymore. Useless. But what about you, since you already play, like you still play, how far into FGO are you? I heard that they are about to kinda end the game, actually. Like the main story of the game is finally going to end after a fucking decade. But yeah, I'm actually a bit excited to show you guys this because we didn't get to last stream, but the scene of how they use that cannon that we saw, yeah, it's going to be pretty amazing. Armor is going to like it. Yeah, I'm in the end game. Yeah, I'm at the end of the story moment. Oh, so you're caught up. I heard that most players aren't, for whatever reason. Oi. Come on, man. That's not fair. I've played that game for 5 years, man. I can't afford to do that anymore. I've spent so long just grinding 3 turns and lottery events. I just don't have that patience anymore, man. I barely have patience for Nikke and Blue Archive, and they're grinding is significantly more optimized than FGO, especially Nikke. Please don't do this to me. Oh my god, did you just...
ひどい。こっちは死ぬ思いでニトロの火薬取ってきたのに随分じゃない。
うわ、そうじゃった。いや、忘れたことなどなかったぞ。で、その火薬が何でしたっけ？
待ちたまえよ。おお、そうじゃった。あれじゃな、わしの大砲2号くんの。先に裏庭に行っててくれ。わしもすぐに行く。
No, but you don't understand. Like, that's not the point. It's not that getting to the end game is, like, the problem. The problem is when you have played this game for 5 fucking years, doing exactly the same thing. Like, doing the point events, doing the ladder events, doing the, like, 100 room climb events, doing the, fucking like lottery events, just following along, like coming into the game now that the story is over and you can just play it normally, that be enjoyable. Like actually having to wait years and years and years and play this game for years and years and years, like it's I can't do that no more, man. I can't do that no more. Not again. Not again. But anyway, played Girls Frontline for 7 years before forgetting to actually buy event rewards for on the shop, which convinced me to quit. Still have Girls Frontline 2 and Blue Archive to look at every day. Not an exaggeration, I started in September and finished in November. Just notice, these are the most fantasy game outfits to have ever been crafted. Yes, and they're glorious. The fact that they don't make it like these anymore, the fact that they don't make them like these kind of bikini armor slash power leotard, like sexy fantasy outfits anymore is a crime, man. Like, the fact that this would be considered outdated or that people would legitimately look at a female character like dressed in the most bulky armor ever, to the point that you can't even tell that she's a woman, and say, yeah, this is much better, fucking crime. We need to go back to Gunnar game. Unironically. Real men go insane. Okay, that's fair. You have more fear in your voice than an actual war veteran. FGO will do that to you. Just you wait. Charlotte is perfection. Angela is perfection. Reese is superfly. Yeah, I really like all the designs in this game. We don't have the male characters here, since this is a waifu only run. But I actually really like the designs for them as well. Except for Kevin. No, actually his design is good. It's just that I don't like his personality too much. So yeah, I really like all the designs in this game. Unironically a good take. What about the designs? Oh, thank you. Calm down. See this. You guys need to see this scene to believe it. Peak fiction. Oh god. I'm surprised you're not dead. How in the fuck did you do that actually?
もしかしてフォルセナまでこの道を進むしかないのでは。踏んだり蹴ったりでちね。
What in the actual cartoon logic is this? It's peak fiction. There's something simply timeless about somersaulting in perfect sync like Sonic. Absolutely. I love this game. This is unironically one of my favorite games, and it just makes me incredibly happy to see you guys enjoy me play it as much as I enjoy playing it. Like the fact that I can bring this to the channel and have people interested in it, to the point where some even considered buying it because they saw it on this channel. Like, it makes me really happy, honestly. What was that move called before it was the homing attack again? Spin dash, yeah. Link wishes he could get shot out of a cannon like this. This reminds me of when I put Green up against the likes of gods of Senesh. Was pretty funny. Then I started realizing she has no physical form. The damage she was corruption. Welcome to the stream, Devin. Affects people who are way more than violence, and you are way more blinded by range. I don't love killing some familiar, and then she has her whole realm, which is probably the worst thing you could. Okay. I'm going to assume you're talking about Cult of the Lamb, or either that or some event I'm not recognizing in Black Souls. The worst place you could go for green is sure he spoiled Alice in Wonderland, but that still has areas and items he could pick up here. No, there isn't expecting falling in the friendly. Okay. On other subjects. Oh, yeah. What do you prefer? Like personally, like high fantasy or dark fantasy? Like, do you prefer something more idealistic, like fairy tale, for example, or something more dark and gritty, like Berserk? Like, what's your guys' take on this? I think I already pointed this out, but personally, I prefer more idealistic fiction in general. Wait. Dark story, ideal world. How in the fuck does that even work? Like, can you provide me an example of this? Because I can't even imagine how that looks like, honestly. Dark story, ideal worlds. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Like most, how would I say this? The most similar thing to this that I can think of is like that first Pokemon movie, which obviously Pokemon is a very idealistic world, but the movie has like Ash dying and like experiments being performed on Pokemon. Like, that's the closest thing to what you're describing that I can think of, honestly. outside of that, I really don't understand how he could even do that in the first place.
それこの皆さんと一緒だと負ける気がしません。
Say an actual good place with darker themes. Ideal doesn't mean perfect. Take advantage of that. I'm trying to write a story. Ah, okay. Yeah, then I think my example of the Pokemon worlds. No, but it could be also something like I don't remember the specific title, the specific IP, but I remember there was a very ideal world that had an underbelly. Like there was I remember reading a story with a very idealistic fantasy world, but like that had a particular place that was pretty dark and messed up. So actually that's pretty perfect. Evanico. Like Evanico has an overall very peaceful and like very idealistic world with some very dark aspects if you look under the surface. So maybe that's what you mean.
あの後、俺と同じように船に乗り損ねたやつがいたんで、そいつと人暴れしてきたぜ。
Very impressive.
獣人たちは結局、ウェンデルの司祭が命がけで張った結界と、俺たちが暴れたんで、ウェンデルまだ何人かは獣人が残ってるみたいだが、いずれビーストキングダムに戻っていくだろう。その後俺は獣人たちが移動に使うというでっけえ鳥を獣人から奪い、そいつに捕まって空を飛んできたんだ。
Okay, can you get to the point, please?
わけあって旅を続けていたが、北の魔法王国アルテナがフォルセナに攻め込むって噂を耳にしたので、俺は急ぐので先に行くが、もしもの時はお前たちも手伝ってくれ。フォルセナには精鋭の兵士たちがいるが、敵は魔法を使うから。
You're asking quite a lot. No, actually, whatever. No. Yeah, we'll help you, dude.
フォルセナに攻め込む。私、どうしたらいいんだろう。
Yeah, you're not in a good situation, Angela, definitely. Sanesh is a god of pain and pleasure and desire. Good luck escaping her around. Though you have to use universal travel or unlock the door code. By the way, it's very angry, whatever. I don't want you, Sanesh. Yes, and by the way, the gates are open to everyone with Slash. We're probably gonna get her off the dog because like PSM stuff and pain, but okay. You're probably describing Warhammer 40k. Yeah, I get where you're going now. Evanico. Did this actually fucking happen? Fucking my attack completely fucking missed. I hate this shit, man. Can't have shit in Detroit. Anyway. Evanico is screwed up. Don't be a female, even if you live a righteous life. Yeah, like I can think of very few like fantasy worlds that are like worse for a woman to live in, like specifically woman to live in than Evanico. Like if you were female character of any kind, like Evanico is probably the worst place you could ever be born into. Like even being born in something like Attack on Titan, for those of you who are not very familiar with Evanico. It would be better if you were a woman to be born in Attack on Titan instead of Evanico. It's that bad, like what happens to women there. No, you know what? Fuck it. This is a degenerate channel. I'll just describe it to you instead of leaving you hanging like this. Essentially, Evanico is the world of, like, victim blaming. Oh, you're a woman and you were essayed or raped? Tough luck. Now you're going to pay for the sin of having your body defiled. Like, not only do you get to live with the trauma, bitch, but now you're going to be cursed for the rest of your sorry life. So yeah, Evenico is not a good world at all, especially if you're a woman. But hey, at least superficially, it's somewhat ideal, right? Denver, actually, the more I think about it, the more I think she's actively way more darker than the entirety of Black Souls, because at least you have a fighting chance and you don't do reactions. Basically, humans are surrounded by evil, but the spirit world is untainted. The story has a human going there and coming to terms with his own humanity, where there are none of in his personal issues. Okay. Ideal world, darker themes. Okay. Coming to terms with his own humanity, where there are none his personal. Okay. I get it now. Yeah, that sounds pretty interesting. There's no turning back of the fence of pleasure. That is what I like about. It is that people forcibly have to do horrible things to one another. Zell, like, then they not funny, Shamlay more. Pay for your infidelity with eternal suffering. Yeah, pretty much that. So basically, the average society 1,000 years ago. Medieval societies weren't nice to women at all, so I get where you're coming from, but believe me, Evenico is worse. Like, you're not being cursed you're not just being punished by humans. Because humans have a limit to what they can do. Not a limit to their cruelty, but just a limit to their capabilities, you know? If you're graped in the world of Evenico, God herself, well, the goddess herself is against you. Like, you are quite literally cursed by the very person that created the world. So yeah, it's quite a bit worse somehow than even the medieval societies you're describing, which are already bad enough, obviously. But yeah, you do make a good point that in reality, like, this happened as well, or only to a lesser extent, so I get where you're coming from. Everything you eat turns to tasteless much. Might be mixing things up though. Can someone spell the name of the anime? No, I'm talking about a game. Like Evenico. Let me get this. Evenico. That's the name of the game I'm talking about. If you want to play after that description, you sick fuck. Don't worry, I'm kidding. Obviously, I of all people can't judge fucking anyone. It's an Alisoft game. Yeah, fair. Alisoft in general doesn't make worlds that are very ideal, especially for a woman. Game, let me get my wallet. I'm not gonna lie, I would rather be born in Donna Donna than Evenico. At least in Donna Donna, like, you probably just end up a prostitute. Like, that's not ideal either, but it's obviously 100 times better than just being cursed by God herself, you know? Oh no, I'm weirder than you, to be fair. I don't doubt that, honestly. Like, I noticed that there's this saying that, oh no, audience reflects the streamer, right? But what I've noticed instead is that, like, in general, the audience is actually a more extreme version of the streamer. So if the streamer is a political commentator, a leftist political commentator, for example, the audience is probably going to be composed of like actual communists. If the streamer is like degenerate, a pervert like me, their audience is somehow going to be even more perverted. So I totally believe you, actually. I just read the description of the game. Bro, what is this game about? Lust in his heart. Alright, man. Don't worry, whatever weird things you can imagine this game is about, I guarantee you, they will surprise you with how much worse it can get. But yeah, I recommend it. If you guys actually want me to talk about Evanico, my thoughts on it are that actually I really like the gameplay. Like, I really like the gameplay, and the story, as fucked up as it was at least decently interesting. But how could I say this? Yeah, how do I say this? Yeah, the story was decently interesting, the gameplay was really fun. And I really liked like most of the characters. And the game was very creative with its hentai. Like, I really like both the hentai and the like characters of that game. But if there was one aspect that I didn't like about it, and I know this is going to be controversial, but it's the main character. Like, in general, I actually don't like perverted main characters in anime. Like, this is probably going to be a hot take, but I actually prefer when like anime, especially harem and ecchi anime, have more good guy kind of protagonists instead of an actual pervert. But Evanico's protagonist is just like the absolute worst I've ever seen, honestly. Like, that man could not stop infuriating me every time he opened his mouth. I did not like Evanico's protagonist. And again, I know this is going to be controversial, but just my take on it. So yeah, if you like perverted protagonists, this is probably going to be and are bigger degenerate than me. In regards to the sexual content, like I described, this is probably going to be the perfect game for you. No, I'm talking about 40k Slanesh. Yes, that's what I said. 40k. And his birth was an ancient race, apparently gauged in an orgy of blood, poop, and pee. I would just say that it's very disgusting how to sing with me, God. Well, I should probably stop joking about that, since it's become a issue personally. Turns out being insanely horny with niche fetishes is bad for your mental. No, I was going to say something, but what I'll say is that, like, if you think it's genuinely affecting your life and making it worse, then don't play a Venicle. Just give a rest to like sexual content in general and try to like get better. You know, try to consume it more in moderation and like have fun and explore your other interests, because the moment I don't think sexual content in general is a bad thing, but the moment it starts to affect your life like that for the worse, that's when I genuinely believe that you gotta stop, you know. Where is it? No, this is control. Is this no. What the fuck? How do I run? Wait, let me check something. Blah 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 blah. I don't worry a lot, Julie degenerates out there. And you are one of them, and genuinely knowing about the time, surprising how many there are. Creative with its hentai, bro. What are you playing? $30 for this game, by the way. I play hentai games, like Black Souls is a hentai game too. Like, did you not know that I play hentai games? I talked about them like a couple of times on this channel now. You know, I'm rather concerned that you don't know that I did that. Where are the fucking controls? Okay. Control settings. Keyboard and mouse. Dash is V. Okay. No, it's not. I'm the same as you. Pervert MC creeps me out. Probably because there are perverts. They don't do old man perverts with a bloody nose anymore in shonen. The moment they stopped, a paradigm shift happened. More like I creep myself out at times, you know? Okay. Real men are ignorant to impurity. A 2-week detox tend to be really good for you. Yeah, Evil Bookman has a pretty good advice on that. But on the topic of perverted anime protagonists, since we are talking about that now, I know this won't be the problem to most of you, but for me the main problem with perverted protagonists is just that like they don't tend to just be perverts, you know? They don't tend to just be like characters that like sex or that like pervy things. They tend to be like outright, how would I say this, outright criminals, like characters who actually go out and do horrible shit to women. And this is played genuinely way more comedically. But no matter how it's played, it's just really creepy, you know? Again, I don't think that, oh no, it's bad and we need to cancel it and whatever. It's just a personal preference. But I really don't like when they, how often especially, they go from just being like people who love boobs to being actual criminals, willing to invade women's privacy and touch them without their consent and stuff like that. Like, anime perverts tend to go far beyond what's comfortable for me, you know? So that's more or less why I dislike them. Again, I'm not trying to judge anyone, not trying to say, oh, we need to cancel that, blah, 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 whatever. My point is just that I don't like them, and I'm kind of explaining my reasons why. Hashtag chastity maxing. I once saw a billboard and it was a man in shackles and the billboard read, shackled by lust call. While I do like sexual stuff, it's not to a point where I can't focus on important stuff. I feel like if a person with a real problem saw that, they would acknowledge it, you know? it's actually very difficult to overcome addiction. Like, just because a person has a problem and there's a solution to that problem doesn't mean that they will necessarily want that solution. Or sometimes they will want to, but they won't be able, they won't have the strength, the physical and mental strength necessary to overcome it. So I don't think that's necessarily true. Oh god, where the fuck do I need to go to? Yeah. Maybe it's from that side? Hopefully. Yeah, it's probably that. Nope. Just wasted my time. Okay, how do I get there actually? Okay, but how? Pervert MC is just he essaying people, lol. Or a person that wants to change. Pervert MC, haha, I just tried to grape you. Yeah, not funny. Didn't laugh. That's more or less my reaction. How do I do that? Yeah, because I feel like any of these characters of the criminal man in any hentai game would instantly be corrupted and would take very long time Slanesh. I'm good, I just like them too. I just want to believe there will be a Selena corrupted because, you know, lust is a thing that feeds him messages general he's feeling on female parrots. Yeah, he's definitely talking about Warhammer and like how certain characters would fare in that world. Oh, that's how you do it. Okay, perfect. I did. Oh, that's actually interesting. Like, I didn't like that anime too much, but from what I've seen, like Trinity 7 at least has a more reasonable pervert protagonist. I didn't watch too much of it, but the little I saw, his more perverted and like non-consensual powers were more like those moments were more the result of accidents, just like with most protagonists of this kind, instead of them actually trying to do bad stuff. And they were more perverts in the sense of actually just liking boobs instead of being like actual criminals, you know? So yeah, I like that. I feel like that was a good way to execute a trope I generally dislike. But now, what do you think of a female pervert? Obviously this is going to be very biased, but I don't dislike them as much as like male perverts. Like on, how would I say, on like rational level, I can understand that what's happening is just as bad. But when I see a woman like groping another woman, for example, even if she doesn't want it, I don't feel the same visceral negative reaction that I do like with a male character. I don't like female perverts in anime in general due to the same reasons, but I'm not going to lie and pretend like they bother me as much as male perverts. Again, logically, like they're no better, like conceptually, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying I personally don't mind. as much. Have you played Monster Girl Quest? I haven't played it, but I know how the story goes. Like, I watched a playthrough of it, you know? And I'm talking about the original game. I don't even want to come close to Paradox. Like, I'm sorry, but there's no money in the world that would ever convince me to play Paradox, man. That that thing, they just went too far with that shit, man. They really did. Because one of the good things about the original Monster Girl Quest is that it's an actually very simple story, but it's very well executed, which is what makes it work. In Paradox, they just went balls to the walls and like started introducing multiple realities, multiple universes, alternate realities, and all sorts of goofy shit. And I was like, no, thank you. You know? So yeah, I do know about Monster Girl Quest. I have seen like a gameplay of it, so I know the story. But I'm not checking out Paradox. No, thank you. That's my take on it. That said, I really liked the original Monster Girl Quest. Like, I know I was probably, again, like with most of these things, way too young to be watching that kind of stuff when I was, but like, it was one of my favorite games, I think, or at least game stories, since I didn't play it. I just watched the gameplay. It was one of my favorite game stories. Like, when I finished watching. It was one of my favorite gaming stories at the time, I guess that's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I have played it and I like it a lot. If that's what you wanted to know. But are you guys actually familiar with Monster Girl Quest? And if so, what did you think of it? Oh, I found another one of those. Nice. Oh, hi Kodokunasu. Welcome to the stream. I was asking people, have you played what's the name? Monster Girl Quest? And if so, what did you think of it? Yes, and it seems like an interesting game. Oh, you haven't played to completion. Okay, but you have played a bit, and from the bit you played, it seems like an interesting game. Okay, it definitely is. Like, it's one of... obviously this isn't an indication of quality necessarily, but it is one of the longest VN/RPG hybrids. And if you really like RPG systems but dislike grinding, that is one of the best games to play, because pretty much every single fight you do in Monster Girl Quest is a boss battle. Like, there isn't like any way to farm or to kill minor enemies. Pretty much every single battle is done through like playing through the story. And every single one is treated like a boss battle. It's the gameplay, not just the story. I've been praising the story, but the gameplay is also surprisingly in depth and like really fun. Obviously, I haven't played it, but you can kind of tell, like just by watching it and observing like the like mechanics in action, and just by being familiar with the genre of turn-based RPGs, that it is quite a great game, you know, like gameplay wise as well. What else can we talk about? Oh yeah, I think Evil Bookman actually was the guy I was referring to. I think he bought this game specifically, Trials of Mana. And if I'm right, like, are you enjoying the game so far? Not just from my streams, but have you played it, and like, are you actually enjoying the gameplay as well? I'd be interested to know that. Oh, actually, I have a very funny story to talk about with Monster Girl Quest. Like, I was trying to recommend this to one of my friends, because he was the same kind of person I am, like a degenerate, like anime fan, etc. So I was trying to recommend him Monster Girl Quest, and he was like, "Oh no, I heard of that game and I'm not playing it." And I was like, "Why?" And then he just showed me the, like, I think Tongue Girl, like the Tongue Monster Girl, and he was like, "I'm not staring at this. I'm not playing a game with characters that look like this obscure anime. Like, I don't care. The story could have been written by Jesus himself. I'm not fucking playing that." Like, this is too degenerate even for me, kind of thing. Which is pretty impressive, honestly. Haven't started it. Will tomorrow. It's Christmas. Fair, fair. Actually, it doesn't need to be like just on Christmas, but like, what do you guys actually generally do on holidays? Are you like my brother? Are you the types of people that mostly just use it as an opportunity to get some good sleep, or like, do you generally use the holidays to play or watch anime, or are you actually one of those weirdos who uses it to spend time with your family? Just kidding. But yeah, how do you guys spend your holidays? Okay, perfect. God, this was a good, like, utilization of the special attack. Wait, let me... No, okay. Suffering with the family, lol. You're not the type that enjoys this kinds of like family gatherings, I'm guessing. Wake up late, open gifts, and eat with the whole family. Call non-house family and wish them a Merry Christmas. Relax the rest of the day. Oh, so you have quite a busy schedule on holidays, actually. It's quite nice. Like, I joke about it, but it is quite nice to spend a holiday with your family. So yeah, that's nice to hear. Honestly, I think being able to just wake up late is one of the best things about holidays. Like, and I don't even like sleep too late before the holidays. I just like the opportunity to wake up at like the late hours of the afternoon, or like more realistically of the morning, since even I can't sleep that much. I don't know, it's just nice. We joke, but a true degenerate lifestyle tends to burn you out inside before you know it. Yeah, wait, let me just get through the cutscene and then we'll talk about it.
魔法王国アルテナの兵士たちが攻めてきた。英雄王様が危ない。
Is that armor made of like paper mache? What the hell? Like, I get that these are magical spells, but come on, man, you're wearing a full suit of plate armor. Surely that's not hurting that much. Also, fire will probably cook a man in full armor. Yeah, you know what? That's a fair point, actually. What did I want to say? Narrative bad trumps like plate armor. Actually, a more infuriating example of this is in Lord of the Rings. Like, legitimately, if you actually pay attention to the movies, you often see people in full plate armor getting straight up like one shot by people with swords. You know, the exact type of weapon plate armor is supposed to protect you against. Like, they don't need to use hammers, they don't need to hit too many times or exploit weaknesses in their armor. No, the orcs just go with the like worst swords ever made and somehow like one-shot knights in full plate armor. It's directly attacking their credit score. Oh no, that is a bit too cruel, man. Like, you should don't do that. That's inhumane. But yeah, welcome to the stream, Gordo. But yeah, what I was talking about with the whole degenerate stuff, we joke about it because like degenerate essentially has no, much like most words nowadays, it essentially lost all meaning. Like, I was talking to my dad and he says that he actually gets really uncomfortable whenever I call myself a degenerate, because he comes from a time where that word actually meant something, you know? And so whenever I say that I'm a degenerate, he remembers like the types of people he actually used to call degenerates, which were genuinely awful people, not just a guy that likes to look at woman in bikini sometimes, you know? Like, that word actually used to be for seriously messed up people. So that's why we joke about it, because to us that word lost so much of its original meaning that it pretty much just means like some dude with a normal libido, whereas before it actually used to mean like something genuinely terrible. But anyway. But obscure, they were so strong they punched right through the plate, almost like their Tamriel works and not Tolkienian. We aren't true degenerates, we're just low social opt-in, pretty much, yeah. Whoa dude, you speak with internet lingo with the family? It's mostly like to refer to internet stuff, because like I actually talk about my channel with like members of my family, and whenever I do that and whenever I describe what I did, I will sometimes use internet lingo since I'm referring to things on the internet, you know. So that's the point there. But degen has kick. Yeah, it has kick exactly because, like, again, it used to mean something so much worse, and we're misusing it because it has kick to just refer to something mostly normal, you know. Like, I get what you're saying, but like, I'm not saying that you're bad or anything like that. Not making any serious accusations. I'm just saying that this is exactly the type of mindset that leads us to like take the meaning off of words, you know. We take a word that's supposed to be serious, we use it for something more silly or less serious to have a bit more kick, and then suddenly the word doesn't mean anything anymore. So yeah, I get what you mean, but it can cause genuine problems, you know? And my internet is fucking up, because, like, of course it is. Like, this has to happen every stream, at least once. Fucking hate it, man. I really do. Hopefully it will recover, like, sometime in the near future. Already cleared that area. I think I'll wait for the internet to go back to normal. Hopefully it does, but no, it doesn't. It generally doesn't affect the audio, so I'll just keep talking. It'll probably be better to actually entertain you guys. Oh, now we're starting to get better. Okay. Okay, perfect. Understandable. I just feel like it's a world so different that it's better to not talk to them like that. I don't even tell them about my social media accounts. No, I totally get why you hesitate to do that. Like, I'm not saying that I don't get where you're coming from. I'm just saying, like, I'm just talking about my personal experience, you know? Because I have quite the unusual family. Like I said, I even watch like full-on anime with my family sometimes. So yeah, I definitely have a very unusual family, which is why I can do these types of things. But I totally understand why some other people might not be too comfortable with it or might not even like want to. Can't wait for the obligatory chessboard encounter. I actually don't remember if like we even like have one of these. Like, I remember that we encounter more chess piece-like enemies, like kings and peons and stuff like that. But I don't remember if there's a full-on chessboard in this game, you know? But honestly, it would be pretty interesting if there was. I really... a lot of people don't, but I actually really like those kinds of chessboard-like... encounters in games, you know? Double dog dare you to watch insert mega otaku bait show here with your mom. Family dinner watching High School DxD. Oh, you guys like joke about it, but legit, like we had a whole like, you guys are going to be so surprised by this, but I'm going to tell you just because like I want to blow your guys' minds. So we actually once had a family dinner watching what was it, High School of the Dead. Yeah, we once had a family dinner watching that. So yeah, my family is very unusual. Heck, one of the I think first anime my dad ever showed me wasn't some normie shit like Naruto or stuff like that. No, he straight up showed me Tenji. Yeah, that show with a lot of violence and panty shots. And I have a funny story with that actually. Like, one day we were watching that show with my mom, and she didn't bat an eye at most stuff. Like, the panty shots, the... like, the violence. She didn't care about any of that, right? But the minute one of the characters said a swear, like my dad had to like full-on pause the show to tell her, oh no, I haven't been showing like stuff with bad words to our kids, don't worry. Like, this must be some kind of inaccurate translation because it's usually not like this. Like, the panty shots, the, like, people's hands getting blown off. Like, no, none of that bothered my mom at all. But don't you dare show my precious little children, like, those evil shows with people saying, like, fuck or stuff like that. It was really funny. Have you ever played Devil May Cry 3? The chessboard mini-boss toward the end is actually a little frustrating. I have, actually. I actually really enjoyed that encounter, to be fair. So, but I'm kind of a weirdo, so I get that most people wouldn't what's the word? Wouldn't like that kind of thing. Psycho supersonic chest floppers. Psycho supersonic chest floppers. Mega jelly. Can't get my family to even watch Miyazaki. Okay, that's way too much, lol. But hey, when anime was airing on normal TV, on that anime channel, my dad liked watching Konosuba and my family were Attack on Titan, even my mom. That's nice. You gotta slightly decouple pencil shots from passionate coupling and see it as a girl being caught off balance, lacking, vulnerable. When you put it like that, it makes sense, but it still feels weird to me. Like, I get that it's not full-on like sexual stuff, but still it feels weird to have more of a problem with swears than like panty shots, you know? I get your logic, but it still feels a bit weird. But what else? What else? No, this is below. Yeah, I have to go there. Maybe there's a treasure chest below, behind this. No, this room is almost entirely useless. Great. But yeah, actually, since we're on the topic of older ecchi anime, did you guys watch either Tenju Tenji or High School of the Dead? And if so, what did you think? Do you have the correct opinion about these shows, or do you have the wrong opinion? If it were a guy in briefs and he were engaged, would he not be just as flushed? You know what? Fair. I see your point now. Fair. To be revealed suddenly, I mean. No, you know what? Okay, I understand. Especially since that kind of scene was more common in older movies that my mom is like more used to. So yeah, that actually makes more sense now that I think about it. Only watched High School of the Dead. I liked it, but never finished the anime. I don't know why. Sometimes that just happens, unfortunately. Like, it happened to me, for example, with... yeah, it was... Zombieland Saga. Like, I really liked that anime, but I never finished it. Because I was very busy at the time. Like, they released the 5th episode, and like I became very busy and couldn't watch the 6th one, nor the 7th. And when I finally had time to go back, I just kind of didn't feel like it. So I definitely understand that experience. God, that was a good one. Only ecchi I remember enjoying and finishing was Immoral Guilds. Come on, dude, there's so many good ecchi out there. Like, if you're not into ecchi, why are you even in this channel? No, I'm kidding. Like, I know that lots of people with lots of very different interests and tastes can just be into this channel for like other reasons other than like even if they don't like ecchi stuff. But still, like, give the genre more of a chance. There's a lot of trash, obviously. Like, I'm not going to try to pretend that it doesn't, but like, you should definitely like, give the genre more of a chance. Also, Immoral Guild was pretty good. So yeah, that's definitely like a good show, I think. So for the only ecchi you watched, it's certainly a good one to have, like as your only ecchi, you know, at least. Actually, I remember something interesting. I was reading like a guy that said that the reason he didn't like ecchi, like he handmade may as well with that kind. I don't know what that is. Like, is the anime just called handmade, or like, is there more to the name? And that's more of an abbreviation. But yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I remember I was seeing the comment of a guy who was saying that I'll tell later, after the cutscene.
いかに英雄をといえど、魔法で動きを封じられてしまってはどうすることもできないだろう。
やはりアルテナのグレンの魔導士か。なぜバルダは、いや、断りの女王はフォルセナを攻める。
世界中のマナストーン占領のため、フォルセナが邪魔になる前に潰せとのご命令だ。いつまでも過去にはこだわらないと申されていた。
そうか。残念だ。
聞きたいことはそれだけか。
うん。
了解。では死ね。
待ちなさい。
This fucking bullshit.
おや、これはアンジェラ王女様。こんなところでお目にかかれるとは思ってもみませんでした。近いうちにまたお会いしましょう。大丈夫ですか、英雄王。
デュラン、戻っていたのか。
英雄王さん、母をご存知なの？
ではそちは断りの女王ヴァルダの娘だというのか。
でもお母様は私を抹殺しようと。
なんということだ。ヴァルダに娘がいたとは。
何なの？
いや、すまん、なんでもない。
何をもったいぶって。気になるじゃない。ケチケチしないで教えなさいよ。
ほら無礼者、国王陛下に向かってなんということを。
いや、構わん。すまんな王女。いずれわかることかもしれんが、今は知らない方が。
Maldito mestre dos magos, eu juro.
バルダの様子も気になる。あの心優しかったバルダが娘を殺そうとするとは。
英雄王様、私たちはマナストーンのそばにいるという精霊たちを探しています。マナストーンの場所を教えてください。
フェアリー、そうか、お前たちが。かつて竜帝との対戦の時にもフェアリーを見たことがある。実はわしもフェアリーに選ばれし者だったのだよ。残念ながらそのフェアリーはわしを残して竜帝にやられてしまったが、こうして再びフェアリーが現れたということは世界に危機が迫っているようだな。マナストーンは世界に8つ存在する。それぞれ土、水、火、風、光、闇、月、木の8元素を生み出していると言われている。マナストーンの近くで それら8元素に属した精霊たちを見つけられるだろう。
光の精霊ウィル・オービスプと土の精霊ノームは見つけました。ジース
残りは6つか。商業都市バイゼルから船でパロに渡れ。山岳地帯ローラントには風のマナストーンがあるはずだ。
わかりました。必ず見つけてきます。
残りのマナストーンを探すためには風の精霊ジンの助けが必要になるはずだ。ジンを見つけたらまた戻ってきたまえ。頑張れよ。
Oh, Handmaid's Maid. Yeah, I never saw that anime in my life. I'm sorry. But yeah, what I was talking about is that what was it? Oh yeah, yeah. I was seeing a guy that like he thought that he didn't like ecchi, but then he realized that it's just that all the ecchi he had seen like weren't for him, you know. And finally, when he watched an ecchi that was for his particular kinks, which were cat girls, he finally began to like ecchi. That was just a funny story I saw that I wanted to share. So yeah, who knows? Maybe that's the problem for you, you know. But anyway. Just give me a minute, I'll continue with the game shortly. I just need to do this and yeah, perfect. Okay, perfect. But yeah, now I already talked a lot about gushing about magical girls as well. Problem may be poor memory. Oh, so it may be not that you don't like them, it's just that you're not remembering them. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. And gushing over magical girls is quite the extreme ecchi, so if you like that, you're definitely not a hater of the genre, that's for sure. But actually, I already spent quite a bit of the stream talking about some anime I've seen, so since I'm not too familiar with this Handmaid Maid, could you describe me more of this anime? I'd actually be interested if you tell me more about it, you know? But anyway, for now, I just showed someone into the courtyard so they could set up a new cannon. Makes sense that we be beefing up the castle's defenses, what with the Altina troop movements. Come to think of it, I think the cannon mechanic said something about blasting all the way to Maya. It was almost like he was talking about shooting people out of that thing instead of cannonballs. Ha, wouldn't that be something? Yeah, we're definitely traveling by via cannon again. Yeah, I think that was blocked, so I just need to do that now. And when you say tiny specifically, like how tiny are we talking about? Is she like, does she fit in the palm of of your hand, or is she just like a short woman like this maid? Because tiny can mean a whole bunch of things, just like giantess actually. Like giantess can mean just a very tall woman, or it can straight up mean, well, giantess, you know, with actual like 10 meters tall or stuff like that, you know. So how tiny are we talking about with this like maid? I probably couldn't give a good pitch. I'm into BJD, so any anime with doll-like characters in the premise are automatically interesting. I have no idea what BJDs are, but I also like doll characters, you know. What was that? Rosen Maiden is pretty good, you know. Probably action figure sized. Ah, okay, okay.
ボンボヤジんやわいは弟のボンジュールマヤに戻りたいんでっしゃろもうちょっと待ってんか兄貴にもろた大砲これからここにこしらえるさかい
Okay, so okay, so we're actually going to have to wait. Okay, so yeah, pretty tiny. Okay, ball jointed dolls, my bad. Ah, okay. What's another anime with ball jointed dolls? Fucking, I'm struggling to remember. I know that there are a couple, like in Black Souls, for example, like Doll Alice. But I don't know, or at least I can't really remember a lot of anime with actual ball jointed dolls, you know? Okay, Elden Ring has one, yeah, but that's not an anime, you know? Like, if we're talking about games, then there are quite a few that have ball joint doll characters. But anime itself, I don't remember many. Which is more of what I'm talking about. Also, the full seasons on YouTube, since you're interested. Oh, for Handmade May. Okay, okay. You know what's funny? I actually used to watch anime on YouTube, since I'm one of the OG weebs, right? And one of the first anime I've watched, because I am a fan of ecchi anime, was Ai Yori Aoshi, which was a pretty good like harem romance, right? And I watched it like fully on YouTube, where back in the time when we still had to upload videos that were less than 10 minutes long, so they had to upload it in parts, that kind of thing. And recently I tried to do that again, and to my surprise, actually, the full season of Ai Yori Aoshi is still there. Like, you can watch it just like I did all those years ago. It was pretty cool to see. Sorry, I thought it was anything. No, you don't need to apologize. Yeah, most are androids, as well as prima dolls, or Mihara's manga doll. Kaoki Yuki's dolls is similar to Rosen Maiden. Yeah, generally they don't make them ball jointed, so I can understand your frustration. Oh right, I want to actually buy some weapons and armor. I just love this. I just love this so much.
いらっしゃい。いい商品揃えてるよ。
Am I seriously already with the best equipment possible? Like, is there seriously,
いらっ
like,
しゃい。いい商品揃えてるよ。
is there seriously nothing bad? Come
また
on,
のお
man.
越しを。
This is some bullshit, man. May have to. The ending song for the Heron anime is fantastic. Yeah, the anime itself is pretty good too, so I definitely advise you to watch Ayori Aoshi. It's really good. But at least in my estimation. You seem to be in a hurry, yet you're wandering around aimlessly. What's this about a cannon? I see you're idling away your time while you wait. Suggest you spend your time talking to folks around town. You never know what useful information you may pick up. Once while I was taking my time on a stroll, I came across a cactus, and not just any cactus. This one could move on its own. It was quite a shock. Yeah, me, I Pertodon, haven't I? Hahaha. Yeah, I already like seen that cactus. Don't worry, dude. Not a girl, but I remember that Karakuri Circus has a doll marionette as a weapon. That name sounds familiar, but I couldn't... Like, the name sounds familiar, but I can't remember that anime to save my life. So I'm just going to have to believe you on that. Karakuri Circus had a remake recently, so I guess that's why. Okay. Honestly, I probably, if there is a remake, I'm probably just going to watch the original. Like, if I get actually interested enough to check it out, I'll probably watch the original instead of like the remake, due to my whole instance on remakes in general, you know? God damn it. The character design is amazing. There's a Chinese artist who made an incredibly beautiful runny BJD. I have no idea again what BJDs are, but I'm going to believe you on that. And again, you're making me actually pretty interested to check out both Handmade May and Karakuri Circus. So I may put that on the notepad later in order to check them out. Heading to Lawrence, I highly recommend stopping by the night market in Baser on your way. There are many things for sale there that may help you on your travels. Some rare items sold at night market you can't buy anywhere else. Might as well take a look, right? From Baser myself, so I love to recommend it to others. Yeah, the night market is going to be pretty important, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, because that's the area where for a bit of money we can respec our character. So yeah, the night market is actually going to be pretty important. There was a BJD in Le Petit Cosette, but it's not a very important plot element. Yeah, FromSoft in general have really good character designs. Ah, beautiful Rani BJD. Oh, you're talking about not Karakuri Circus. You're talking about Elden Ring now. And yeah, Elden Ring has some pretty good character designs, yeah. I don't think anyone is going to disagree on that. Apparently there are powerful beasts sealed within the mana stones. At least that's what it said in a book. What would happen if they were released? Nothing good, probably. No, okay. People's lives are 99% destiny, but the rest of your future is always shaped by your will. It's up to you to decide. We call that final 1% hope. What's that face for, huh? Why not get a reading from this old fortune teller? Nothing's coming to me. That never happened. All I see is a fairy creature fluttering around. Yes, a fairy like that. Hey, oh my god, are you a real fairy? It's my fault. It's impossible to divine the future of a person possessed by a fairy. There's nothing wrong with your gift. That gave me a cold sweat. I think I should rest for today. Close the door on your way out. It was the thought of the fortune teller has granted you a new ability. Cool, thank you. That was certainly an event. I saw some sort of cannon in the courtyard of the castle. I wonder what it's for. And yeah, the cannon's finally ready. Oh, actually, since we're talking about like From Software, are you guys playing Night Rain, or did you just play the original Elden Ring? I heard that it didn't have the best of releases, but they've been making a lot of improvements to Night Rain that are making the game like a lot better now, like adding a lot more characters and events and bosses and stuff like that. So have you guys been kinda following that?
アンさんたちのことはマイヤの兄貴んところへ送り戻したるさかい。乗っておくんなはれ。わいは兄貴みたいなヘマはせんよって。ほな、行きまひょか。
Neither, I'm broke. Okay, that's fair. Also, Gordo wasn't here to see it the first time. Watch this, watch this. This scene is just amazing. This is how fast travel occurs in this game. Amazing. I wish them success, but really only played Brood War. Okay. It doesn't matter, because I played this game quite a few times, as you probably saw, but I can never get enough of that animation, man. It's just it's just great. Every time I see it. And who are you people? Oh, that's right, you helped me test my hyper upgraded ultimate cannon. Thank you for your hard work. I got all the data I need now, but I love to get your feedback for my next invention. The thought of Bon Voyage has granted you a new ability. Thank you. Lol, straight out of Xena. actually, this has me thinking because this is a relatively recent remake, right? But was it here? No, this is somewhere else. But what are some of the games that kind of defined your childhood? Because a lot of you have been talking about like a few games that are just as old or like even older than this one. So I was curious, like what are some games that have personally that were important to your personal childhood, you know? I'm interested to know about that. For me, I'm kind of embarrassed to admit this, but, well, not really, but it's just kind of funny to think about, because most of the games that define my childhood are pretty objectively terrible, you know? Like Altered Beast Remake, I think another one was Sonic Unleashed, I can't remember too many besides those, but yeah, my childhood was actually defined by some pretty objectively terrible like games, which is pretty funny to think about, at least for me. Also from FromSoft, did you guys ever play Shadow Tower Abyss, aka Dark Souls with guns? No, but I have heard about it, and it is pretty awesome. It's kind of a no, actually, no, I may be remembering something else, because I remember there was a game called Shadow Tower by From Software, which was more like King's Field with guns instead. So we may be talking about totally different games. The game that defined my childhood are the Mega Man games, especially the Legend series. Sonic is no joke. The Chow Garden in Sonic Adventure 2 was perfection. Like, because there are good Sonic games, but the one that defined my childhood was the bad one, you know? Yes, it's the prequel to Abyss. Oh, so we are talking about the same game. Okay. So that's less Dark Souls with guns and more like King's Field with guns. Though I guess it's probably a good idea to not be so pedantic. FromSoft were too hardcore for me. Childhood was CS 1.6, Gen 3 Pokemon, and World of Warcraft. Oh, actually, how could I forget? Some of the games that I really like as a kid were Doom, actually. I really like Doom, how could I forget that one? I really liked, not Warcraft, but I really liked StarCraft as a kid, and Diablo. Like, Blizzard games and Doom were also part of my childhood, and yeah, those games are pretty good. Unlike most of what I like to play. Exactly, but how many people know King's Field? You're in the place exactly to talk about like niche stuff, dude. Like, you shouldn't hesitate just because you mention something just because it's niche, you know? But yeah, I'm guessing CS is Counter-Strike, in which case, like, you had a pretty similar childhood to my brother, because he really, well, to this day he plays, but he started doing so in his childhood. Gen 3 Pokemon is pretty good to have defining it, and World of Warcraft also kinda hardcore, but still a great childhood game as well. Like, good taste, dude. Like, legitimately.
さらに強くなったわ。
Okay, perfect. So that's where we're going. Like, you're literally in a channel called Obscure Anime. You really should be hesitant about mentioning, well, obscure stuff, you know? But you knew about it on release? That's deep. Yeah, to be fair, that is pretty hardcore.
ホーリーボール。すごい。全身に力がみなぎっています。
But yeah, in general, it's just nice to know that at least your childhoods were defined by actually good games, you know? But in retrospect, like, yeah, I played a lot of Blizzard stuff, and Blizzard is good, so yeah, I may be complaining a bit too much. I also had some good games in my childhood. And besides, I actually enjoyed even those bad games, so, eh. Oh, interesting.
私が通します。皆さんは休んでいいですわよ。ホーリーボール。
Oh, this is also a good question. Outside of anime, like, I'm talking like Western. What were some of your favorite childhood cartoons? I remember I liked a lot of Teen Titans. I really liked Teen Titans. I was a weeb, like, even back then, man, because my favorites, like Western cartoons were like Bakugan, were like Teen Titans, were Ben 10, which especially in the first season the style was really influenced by anime. It's just like I was always a weeb even when I was not watching anime. And even when I started watching anime, it wasn't some like normie shit. Literally, I think my first anime was Rosario Vampire. So yes, I was always like a turbo weeb. Are you talking about Legends? No, I had a PS1 in the early 2006. The old Thrones of Titans you were mentioning. Then, nah, I just love old games. Ah, okay. So you weren't there for their release, you just like older games. So you researched about and like even played them. Okay, that makes sense. Wait, Old Bakugan is an anime. Only the new anime is an American-made anime. Oh, so I guess I was always a weeb. Fucking was always watching anime. Amazing. Oh, fucking, of course I was always a weeb.
こんなに賑わってる街って初めて。人がいっぱいいるわ。ここではどんな服が売られているのかしら。ここから船でファローに行けるはずよ。まずは港を探しましょう。
Because not only did I watch like Bakugan, but I watched Digimon as well. Digimon was like I really liked Digimon as a kid, so yeah, I was always a weeb. That was an interesting realization there. Man, Bakugan's plot twist was really not something anyone would have ever expected. Yeah, like, man, that show was crazy, man. Like the amount of stuff that's like really surprising stuff that they did, the amount of twists and genuinely interesting arcs to what was literally just a show to sell kids a product. Like they really put a lot of effort and passion into that anime in general. Also, Bakugan has some of my first waifus, and I'm not ashamed to to say it, you know. Oh my god, Yu-Gi-Oh! I was also into Yu-Gi-Oh! How could I forget? Yu-Gi-Oh! Is also an anime. Fucking. I watched so much anime even when I was young. It was fucking Pokemon, Digimon, Bakugan, Yu-Gi-Oh! God, I was always a turbo weeb, I swear. Childhood Western shows were all kids, WB like Animatics and Batman. First anime were Samurai Pizza Cats and Sailor Moon. To be fair, especially Sailor Moon is definitely pretty great starting anime. It's a show for girls, but I've seen that it has a pretty 50-50 audience. Oh wow, I wonder why. But anyway. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is what really turned me into a weeb, because the Dark Magician Girl did something to me when I was just a wee lad. DMG got a whole generation of us. Can I be incredibly honest with you guys? Like I said, some of my first waifus were from Bakugan, so like now, especially today, I see the appeal, definitely, but I definitely did not understood the hype when I was actually at the age. Like, I saw the Dark Magician Girl, I was like, is this like what you guys are making all this fanfare about? It's like, she's not even that sexy. Again, now my tastes have evolved and I see the appeal, but as a kid I did not care for Dark Magician Girl. Not a bit, sorry. About old American cartoons I like, basically anything. One that I really liked was the X-Men oh yeah, those were all good. Pretty much any of them, honestly. Come on, I'm not running errands for my mommy. Don't insult a mature young woman like me. Even in terms of actual age, aren't you like 15? Like, you're just a teenager, girl. Like, you're not some mature young woman, you're still a kid, even if we consider your actual age. The 90s one or the 2000s reboot? Speaking personally, I liked both. I think both of them are really good, but I'm actually interested to hear to like which one specifically was he talking about. The sea breeze is lovely, but we shouldn't delay for long. Let's us be off as soon as we are ready. Oh yeah, I can only do that at night because it's the night market. So let's just buy some weapons and armor, and then we'll wait until it's night, and then I'll see some things. Man, old cartoons really destroyed a generation's preferences. That's why I curse Justice League cartoons. To be fair, yeah, I really like the Justice League cartoons too, and while I didn't care too much for the Dark Magician Girl, and this may sound weird because, like, muscle mommies these days are the bane of my existence, but one of my first waifus was actually a Wonder Woman.
いらっしゃい。
In what way regarding GLA? I thought it still held up. No, he's not saying that it doesn't hold up. He's saying that those cartoons ruined whole generations, probably preferences in women. You know, with their sexy superheroines and power leotards. That's probably what he means.
いい商品揃えてるよ。
Oh, finally better equipment.
大事にするわね。いい仕事してるでち。
But yeah, the Justice League cartoons
これ欲しかったんです。
definitely still hold up today. That's a fact. Wonder Woman had the bondage element as well.
またのお越しを。
My god, I was a really perverted little kid. Holy shit. Because now that you say it, like now that I'm remembering it, I actually was into the whole bondage thing, actually. So, yeah, that may have been it. Oh, Lo, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. Yeah, that's what I mean.
いらっしゃい。いい商品揃えてるよ。
いい買い物したわ。
お目が高い。
ワクワクでち。使わせてもらいます。
またのお越しを。
Finally, some new equipment. Now I'm going to sleep until it's night and then visit the night markets. And Wonder Woman's a hero, so you can trust her. Man, at least you guys, waifus was not freaking cheetah like me. Oh no, you're a fucking freak. Jesus Christ. All I want for Christmas is at least 17 more Hina alts. Come on, let the other girls have something as well. Like, Hina is nice. Hina's a amazing waifu, but she already has enough faults. Come on. And before you give me that argument, Hoshino too. Like, the other girls need something for themselves as well. Don't be greedy. But also, welcome to the stream, Hina's husband. Oh yeah, I should probably do that. But seriously, man, fucking cheetah? Seriously? you're some freaky motherfucker. So. Hina, Toho cosplay as Hina. Mighty, will to fight. Fortitude. Banish. Yeah, I think I'll use this one since yeah, these are good. Okay, perfect. Oh, no, actually. Yeah, this is probably better. Then I could put that on there later. Oh, right, the icons. Now Hina can Hina spin. Nice. Seriously, lol. And hey, it's not my fault the producer made that entire scene where she is with Beck. You know, fair. You got a point there. Now that I think about it, you know what? I don't blame you anymore. That's fair. You got a point there. The fact that they actually have an animation for that is great. Oh, and we can... Oh, okay. Nice. Now we will visit the night market and then we'll proceed with the story. And yeah, it's here where you can respec. Let me just see. People's lives are 100% destiny. Your future is already decided. There's no hope. Don't bother. You know, you can also always reset your training points and try again. It will cost you though. Quite a weird thing to say after, you know, that, but okay. No one for now. I see a bunch of... screw you, old lady. Screw you, you fucking hag. Damn it, can't... Can't even harm this bitch. You get yours one day. Just you wait. Let's see if the... Oh, let's steal from the store, actually, first. What are you guys playing nowadays? I have been playing Devil Survivor and Dragon Ball MOBA. Outside of gacha games, pretty much all I play is what I stream for the channel. I don't have that much time, so that's pretty much all I can play, you know. Had to Google cheetah. That's a lot of curves to contend with at such a young age. Yeah, but it's... Nah, you know what? Fair. We were saying that it was kinda freaky because it's, you know, more of a furry thing instead of more, like, obviously more human woman, you know? So that's why it's a bit more freaky, but yeah. God damn it, why did I do that? Fucking hell. Well, now I have quite enough, I guess, so just that. Gonna have to grind a bit later, I guess. And what about you? Oh, welcome to the Merchants Guild's night market. You won't find these wares in any other shop. Careful, there are some dangerous items on sale at the night market, but it's hard to get your hands on them elsewhere. V. Yeah, perfect. Okay, I'm a furry. You guys happy now? No, come on, man. I was just trying to explain things. No one accused you of anything, okay? You're the one making things worse for yourself. I was just trying to explain things to him. You're the one digging your own grave. I did assume Manscaped furry call. Yeah, you just dug your own grave, Generico Geronimo. No one was saying shit about you. You're the one who actually, like, condemned yourself. Sorry to say. You know, one day my friend was arguing against for short stacks, claiming it's that fucking stupid argument again. How you hate Stan for he thinks you're, yeah, just another stupid asshole. Not gonna lie, he's kind of right though about, to be honest, I have heard that this guy is into big women, their family, and my friends are weirdo, temperature have two plans. We are at this point. It's not as stealing if it's on a chest. Yeah, fair. I absolutely do not agree with that take, Devin. Especially short stacks, like, being into short women is not pedophilia, I'm sorry. Like, we can have a whole fucking argument about lollies or whatever, but short stacks objectively are not pedophilia. There's some bullshit. Oh, actually we have quite an interesting interaction here. I wanted to show you guys. That was more... the items are good, but I actually wanted to show you guys this interaction. That's why I went to the night market.
それはいかがすかと言いたいところだけど残念でした売り切れだ自分は王子だなんて抜かす生意気なガキだったんだけどついさっき売れちまったよ
We have a slave trader, I see.
なんですってエリオットに違いないわその子は今どこに
なんだよあんたの知り合いかさあねこっちも商売だから売っただけで相手がどこの誰かまでは知らねえな
Fucking piece of shit.
助けてその子は赤い目の不気味なやつが買っていったよあいつが誰かは本当に知らないんだ許してくれ
許せない人間を商売の対象にするなんてあなたみたいな人がいるから
分かったもうしませんもうしませんから商売も買いますだから助けてください
赤い目の男
I really like this interaction, honestly. Just the way he like changes his ways just due to Ria's intimidation is just great. What disappoints me though is that Rias is the only one who seems to be against slavery in this world. Like, you don't get this interaction with anyone else, I think. Like, you only get it if we have Rias in your party. You think that some people, especially with how kind she seems, like Angela or maybe even Charlotte, would also have similar interactions, but disappointingly that's not the case. But anyway, let me just see. As a short stack enjoyer, can't agree since the qualifier precludes a childlike figure. Yeah, there's that too, so that argument especially is stupid. Exactly, short women exist everywhere and I'll never understand this argument. Correct.
私たちはブラックマーケット名物のオーロラシスターズ私たちのセクシーダンスを見ていってください
And I also wanted to show you guys this. That's also a reason to go to the night market. Especially because it gives you a new ability for some reason. The thoughts of the Aurora sisters have granted you a new ability. Increases magic attack by 5% in battle. Absolutely amazing. But it's quite interesting. Obviously, that is interesting to see because whenever you see this dance, it's not just the guys that get impressed, pretty much every girl does too. You'd think this would be a dance that they wouldn't like too much, but I guess all the girls in this game are women of culture based. But yeah, let's finally get to continue the story. Only having one party character overtly oppose slavery is a decent way to show how common and accepted it is in the world. No, I'm not saying that it isn't, like, it is bad. Calm down. It is, like, well written. I'm not saying that it's not. I'm saying I'm personally a bit disappointed. I would have liked if at least my goat, you know, was also against slavery, but like, it's understandable storytelling wise. I'm preparing to cast off, but it's taking a while. Why don't you take a walk and come back in a little bit? Seriously? Did I wait fucking enough? I literally slept through whatever. Fucking game mechanics. Shh. Look, there on the horizon, I saw something move. Bet it was a ghost ship. Oh, that's the stage we're going to right now. Oh, that's a fun one. Heard some skippers talking about it. Oh, I wish I could ride the ghost ship. It's always been my dream. Oh, sorry, I'm a Tello. As you can see, I'm obsessed with the supernatural. Really hope the ship's haunted.
幽霊なんて何が面白いのかしら。別に私は幽霊なんか怖くないんだからね。
Sure, Angela, sure. Also, you're a freak. God, why can't I hit anyone? Fucking hell. I guess they wanted this to be exclusive to her. This game has a bunch of this sort of thing. Again, it's not a bad thing. I do understand wanting to have some unique interactions in order to, well, differentiate the characters, you know? It's a, how do I say this? It's a good thing objectively in many ways, but it's just disappointing personally. It's what I mean. Welcome to Bizer. I'm on the tourism board for our fair merchant town. You don't look like you're from around here. If this is your first time, make sure to visit the famous night market. It's one of a kind. You'll find rare items for sale, and don't forget to watch the Aurora Sisters' captivating sideshow. You won't regret it. Oh, before I forget, the night market is only open at night. Enjoy. Yeah, don't worry, lady. I already did all that. Now where the fuck is it? Oh, perfect. Oh, and there's a chest there. Nice. Didn't even see that the first time. What else? What else? Oh, maybe there's something here. No, I already grabbed that item. Yeah, here. The items here. Okay, perfect. There's a mysterious item called the Minor Mallet, but even the Merchants Guild that runs the night market hasn't gotten its hands on it. Oh, they will, don't worry. And the Minor Mallet thing is also a great story event. I can't wait to show you guys that as well. These are some of my favorites actually, the events to do with the night market, like the Minor Mallet and the Ghost Ship. Those are some of my favorite events in this game. Really cool. Which is worse, a snuff film, ring snap, or a slavery ring? I don't get what you mean. I'm going to say a snuff film is worse. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't exactly get where you're going with that. Like, I don't get exactly what you mean.
ところにあります。港に到着したら道案内しますね。
I love how excited Angela is to explore. It's something you wouldn't expect for her to have such a happy girl, like happy, curious girl personality, but it's just really nice. Maybe you would expect, since she's a more of a sheltered princess sort of character too, which is easy to forget with how bratty she is, but still, I think it's endearing, honestly. I feel like those probably overlap significantly. Well, I mean, is he put in a snuff film, or will you put it in a film where you get castrated? I feel like the snuff film is better. Yeah, I'll go with the snuff film.
パロの港は我らナバール盗賊団改めナバール王国の領地となった。
いいすこらえて、今騒ぎを起こすのはまずいよ。パロがこんなことになっているなんて。
Understandable crash out given her story.
マナストーンの手がかりもあるかもしれないしね。
But yeah, I thought it was already going to be the like ghost ship event, but I guess that occurs a bit later in the story instead. Together with again the whole minor mallet. I think the minor mallet actually occurs before the ghost ship event. So yeah, just things for us to look forward to in the future. Huh, things work rough in this town, probably thanks to those thieves. Now where is Rias? I want to hear what she has to say actually. Oh, she's there. Oh, another one of you. I didn't even find this one in, I think, most of my playthroughs, actually. So yeah, pretty nice find. Yeah, I'm kind of running out of things to talk about. Favorite Christmas dish? Like, do you guys eat something particular on Christmas, or Christmas theme that you like? And if so, what? I will not let the Nerval agents remain here. I'm personally not too much into like Christmas themed food, you know. But if you are, I'd love to hear some of your favorites. Rabanada is very good.
いらっしゃい。いい商品揃えてるよ。またのお越しを。
I think, yeah, my mother also likes rabanada a lot. So while I'm not the biggest fan, I can definitely understand the appeal. Did you hear? Nerval managed to infiltrate Citadel Lawrence. No, this is actually the important one. Let me talk to the other ones before.
ぱりリース様だ。よくぞご無事で。あなたはライザー、無事だったのね。大きな声を立ててはいけません。ナバールのやつらに聞こえてしまいます。リース様、実は生き残ったのは私だけではありません。山の中腹、眠りの花畑に行ってください。
おい姉ちゃん、酒持ってこい。
はい、ただいま。
Yeah, this is also there are a lot of great events in this game. It's really nice to come here with Rias and see this infiltrated Amazonian warrior, like this undercover one, and for her to foreshadow some future events, like exactly the fact that we're going to find this outpost of survivors. Again, there are lots of really cool things in this game. Also, you're quite the edgelord, Devon. Like, I get the comedic appeal, but come on. Fucking making gingerbread, like, mustache mans is just... Anyway. As an uninitiated pleb, what differentiates rabanada from French toast? I guess only the translation. Gustau, that Gust Hall, that's the cave up near Heaven's Sway. What do you need up there? I mean, there's a giant wind statue blocking the entrance anyway. Got curious and went to see for myself. You can always see for yourself, I suppose. No need to take my word for it. I don't think the cat, now that I think about it, will have any unique dialogue since we don't have his associated character, which is Hawkeye, in the party. But let's see. Yeah, no. Okay. So now let's just go search for the Elemental of Wind. Now, guided by those hints, especially the one from the Amazonian. Yeah, I think that's where we'll find our first like actual mana stone, and we'll get our first that's definitely the place. This is the one where we're going to find the Amazonians and the Elemental of Wind, and where we'll find our first mana stone for our first promotion.
山の中腹にある眠りの花畑を目指しましょう。この山には魔物がいるので十分に気をつけてくださいね。
わかったわ。そこにリースの仲間がいるのよね。
I like seeing Angela and Ria's friendship in this route. It's pretty cool. What else? What else did I want to talk about? Yeah, some really cool events are going to be happening shortly in this game. Again, like I said, this game is full of cool events, but there are some that are going to be happening specifically like in the near future that I wanted to mention. Lol. Also another little cactus. Just a nice find in general. Damn it. The elevation is not high enough. No, I don't think I can climb here. Yeah, it's here that I can climb. Probably. Yeah, perfect. Not change. At the end of this whole quest, we're going to be able to promote, meaning that we're going to get a better class. We're essentially going to be sticking to the same archetypes. Angela is still going to be a mage. Like Charlotte's still going to be a healer. Ria is still going to have her Amazon class. It's just that there are various paths and promotions, different promotions that you can head towards within those classes to get new abilities, but they're essentially still going to be on theme. So no class change, more of a class promotion. Be more accurate, you know? I hope I'm not being too pedantic about this. Oh, and obviously, since this is Wind Valley, a lot of the enemies are going to be flying enemies, so Earth Magic is going to be especially good in this area. Since we just got it, it's pretty nice for us to be able to use it effectively right away. Let's go to the dark path for all of them to get the best clothes. Yeah, that dude gets it. That's exactly what we're going to be doing. Except for Charlotte, though. I actually prefer her light path costume instead of the dark path one. But for all the other girls, yeah, dark path all the way. Wow, the harp is not censored. I'm impressed. Pretty much nothing outside of some minor pieces of dialogue and like one Angela ability were censored. Like, that's why I really like this remake. They made it pretty faithful. Even in a time where like designs like these, obviously they still cause controversy, but they're slowly coming back. Like designs like the ones in this game are slowly making a comeback nowadays, but especially at the time, it was really ballsy of them to keep so much of the stuff from the original game, so much of the sexual element, especially with the various designs, etc. It's one of the reasons, like not all the reasons, but it's one of the reasons I love this game so much. They didn't censor my Angela. That was pretty nice. I really liked that. But anyway, moving on. But like, actually, why were you worried that they were going to censor the harpy especially? Like, if they kept designs as like lewd as Angelas in the game, why would they censor something so comparatively more tame like the harpies? Like, they kept the Amazon designs the same, they kept Angela's design the same, the mages and the succubi, so why wouldn't they keep the harpies? That's a bit of a weird logic there, but anyway. God, it's really nice to go to an area where all my magic is super effective. Just destroying things is just very cathartic. What did I explore and what didn't I? Also, this is a great feature, I think, because I really like to explore in games, but I often get really frustrated with like not being able to tell like what I already explored and what I didn't. So having a map like this that updates with your exploration is a really convenient bit of like quality of life that I really wish was present in more games, you know? And yeah, it's getting a bit late though, so like as soon as we get to a safe point, we're ending stream. Okay. Oh, finally. Okay, we have... I wasn't misremembering. We actually do have a save statue here. Wait, this is the way I'm supposed to go, actually. Then we're going to go the other way so we can explore. But that's later. For now... If there aren't going to be landmarks or other orienting topology, a map should be included. I agree. I definitely... And again, a map that updates where exactly you explored, I think is especially good too, since it encourages exploration. It doesn't feel like you're losing your time. You actually know where you have explored and where you haven't. And like that encourages you to spend more time actually unlocking the map. At least for me, you know, that's what I think. But yeah, for now, we're going to be ending things here. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all again in the next stream. Oh, and also, I already said this at the beginning, but it's appropriate to say at the end too. Merry Christmas to all of you. Bye.